So not the start you would want, but that resiliency we've seen all season of you guys just sort of trying to claw your way back and fight your way. What can you sort of say about game 82?
Yeah, it was not pretty in the beginning, and yeah, we weren't happy with it. We bounced back, had a better second, and gave ourselves a chance, and quite the fairy tale ending. Hughes from Hughes.
And just what sort of vibe that kind of brings through him. Just these types of stories that we've had all year long, right? Kind of thing.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like exactly what I expected. You know, it's funny how it works out, and real proud of the group. You know, franchise record, most wins. Shouldn't take it lightly. It's a great accomplishment. What a way to end the year, and just the overall journey of the 82 games of, you know, how we got better, how we matured, how we learned a lot along the way, and now we put ourselves in a great spot and really are excited for an opportunity to go on a run.
The idea of playing the Rangers, that is now official, that will be the first round matchup. From your taste of what you've gotten between the two teams, is that exciting? It's like, what do you sort of expect coming forward here now?
Yeah, it's going to be exciting for everybody. It's going to be crazy. Both buildings were close by, so you know, there's a lot on the line, right? And it's going to be entertaining hockey, and for sure going to be a good battle.
What lessons have you guys learned throughout the season that you can apply to playoffs and try to make a run?
I just think that it's just growing as a team and learning what makes us successful as a group, and how we need to play to give ourselves the best chance to win hockey games. And I think we've gotten a lot better with that as the year's gone on.
What makes the Rangers a difficult opponent or challenging opponent?
They're always dangerous. They're never out of the game. Their power play is one of the best in the league. They have an all-time goaltender. You know, there's a lot of good there, and like I said, it's going to be you know, all four lines. It's going to be a great battle.
I know you guys had your hands full in this game. Were you paying attention at all to what was going on with Carolina and Florida?
Not really. I mean, I think we looked, you know, what the score was after the two periods or whatnot, but ultimately we wanted the record, and that was kind of the message in the locker room, and the chips usually fall in place how they're supposed to, and I think everyone's expected us to play the Rangers for the past 6 weeks or so, here we are, and we're excited to get started on Monday.
Thanks, Aaron. Nico, just the way, you know, final game of the season, obviously not the start you wanted, but just that fight, that desire to end on a good end on a good note.
Yeah, end on a good note. It's all that matters. Definitely a terrible start for sure. Definitely not how we pictured that here, but we fought back, and at the end, I mean, just a great ending. Obviously, it's fun right now.
What was it like to see Luke score that goal?
Awesome. I mean, it was fun to watch. Everybody's excited for it.
I don't know if you know, but Jack's 99th point of the season was an assist on his brother's goal. I mean, just the good vibes in this room for everything right now.
Exactly. Couldn't be a better ending, to be honest. Couldn't be a better ending. So really happy for obviously Jack, the season he had, and obviously happy for Luke come in and have this huge goal for us. I mean, it's franchise record, so it's pretty cool for him.
And just again, going back to that fight to, you know, keep going, how much has that been about what this team has been about all year long?
Yeah, that's no secret for us. We don't give up, and it was a terrible start. No excuses there. It's definitely on us. We started really bad, but just everybody after that knew how bad we started and just started playing our way.
It's official now. You're going to be playing the Rangers. Excited, sort of. I know I'm just telling you right now, but just your initial thoughts.
Obviously excited. It should be definitely a fun series.
What do you think this? You know, you played them this year. What do you think the atmosphere will be like for those games?
Obviously great. That's it. Great.
It's been less than a week since you've been with this team. How, you know, scoring your first NHL goal, the overtime winner, your brother assisting, can you kind of put into context what that means?
Yeah, I mean, first off, I think it was a huge win for the team, you know, franchise record, and, you know, it's pretty special to be a part of it. And, you know, obviously, you know, your first goal, you never forget it. So, you know, it was awesome to be out there, and with Jackie assisting it, it was pretty cool. So.
And just, you know, playing as much as you did versus the last time, I mean, did you sort of feel a lot more comfortable? I know you felt comfortable last time, but just getting those reps?
Yeah, I think just, you know, every shift I got more and more comfortable, and, you know, comfortable with the speed, size, the system. So, you know, I think, you know, it's definitely easier today, you know, playing more and getting more of an opportunity. But, you know, I think I've acclimated myself pretty well into the group, and, you know, I liked my two games, and, you know, it's definitely a place where I could build off of it.
one of the things that Eric was saying, that you guys checked the scores very briefly at the Carolina game in the second intermission, but your sole focus was on getting that record. Did you really feel that from the group?
I didn't know anyone checked it, but no, I think we were just focused on the comeback and getting one in the first 5-10 minutes, and then get another one. That was a message in here from the leaders and from the guys in the room. So it was a really great comeback, and I'm proud of the guys.
Everybody around the league's excited to see your brother in the playoffs. How excited are you to see Jack in the playoffs?
Yeah, I mean, I think they've been waiting 4 or 5 years for this, and I think there's a buzz in Jersey, and I think everyone around the rink is really excited, and I think I've prepared myself very well, and if my name gets called, I'll be ready. So.
Where will that puck be going?
What?
What will we do with the puck?
I'll give it to my dad. So I think he's got all 3 of our first goal pucks, which is pretty cool. So.
How would you describe this past week, just from ending in Michigan, and you end up here and you're scoring an overtime goal in the last game of the season?
Yeah, I think it's definitely a really quick turnaround. I know a bunch of my best buddies were probably watching tonight, but I think it was really disappointing at the end of the season. But you got to move past that, and I got to get acclimated really quickly. I think I've done a really good job at that. So. I think the guys have been great here. The coaching staff's been great. The staff's been great. So, I'm really happy to be here, and it's been awesome so far.
What have you heard about Devils Rangers?
I heard they don't like each other very much. So, I think it's gonna be a really, really cool atmosphere in the Rock, and I think it's gonna be awesome. So.
What's maybe been different since you've been up here than maybe you expected?
I don't know. I felt like I was really well prepared. I prepared my game, throughout the year, prepared defensively, and then just personality-wise, I think that extra year gave me a year to mature myself and my personality. So I think, I don't know if there's anything where, maybe just the food. The food's unreal. That's it. That's the only thing.
What's been your favorite?
The Never Hungry League. So that's what they keep telling me.
What's been your favorite food?
Anything. The pasta bars, the omelets, great. So.
Thanks, Luke. Lindy, obviously not the start you would have wanted, but your team fights back to now set the franchise record in wins. How proud are you of what your team has accomplished in this part of the season as we head into the playoffs?
Well, all great accomplishments, obviously, and even the fact to fight back tonight and get the win in overtime was kind of summed up the season. We played a really poor first period, but we were able to rebound and fight our way back.
To see Akira come in and sort of hold down the fort like that, that's, a tough thing to do coming up from Utica.
Well, he's done it before for us. He made some big saves, made a couple of big saves in overtime, and, you got to give him a lot of credit for, stepping in, getting here this afternoon and stepping in and giving us the opportunity to win. Pretty
neat to see Luke get his first goal, Jack his 99th point with an assist on that.
Yeah, I mean, how much better could it be to get your first goal in overtime and your brother setting it up? So it's been a pretty special week for him.
That goal aside, what did you think about Luke's full performance today?
I thought overall my initial take, I thought played well. I'll have to look at it the rest of the game, but there was a lot of good there.
Eric Haula offensively has really come on in the last month. Did you see this coming, and he seemed kind of snake bitten in the start of the year?
Well, excuse me. He's missed a lot of great opportunities. Early in the year, he had plenty of good opportunities. Tonight, the first shot, heck of a shot. I think he actually lost, or the guy hooked him on. Might have helped his move. But obviously, he was a difference maker for us in the third period. Got us on the board in the first period, and has been able to find it back in the net recently. So, he might be one of those guys that this is his time of year. The bigger the moment, the better those guys get.
It's now set. You're going to play the Rangers. What are your initial thoughts on the series?
Well, going to play a good team with a lot of experience and great goaltender. So we know we got our hands full.
What do you say to your team now about what everyone has accomplished?
Well, we talked about step one. That was step one, to make sure we're in the playoffs, play good hockey. And now the stage gets bigger. The opportunity to accomplish and keep moving on will be in front of us. you got to just really wrap your arms around this moment.
How do you prepare the younger players who've never experienced that for the playoffs?
Pump a lot of noise in at practice, scream and yell at them. I don't know how you really prepare them for that moment. I mean, you put them on the ice, we'll talk about, what to expect. But it's an opportunity that you can't take for granted, will be the message that you always think if you get this opportunity, well, it'll be year after year. Well, that doesn't happen all the time. So let's just seize the moment. Let's focus in on this next series and be ready to go.
When this game played out tonight, does it show how mentally tough this team really is?
I think it summed up the year. We played the first period like we were last year's team. Puck management was terrible. Cost us goals. I thought we gained some ground in the second period, and then third period we talked about getting an early goal to get back in the game. We got the early goal, and we got our defense involved on the tying goal. So pretty similar to games where teams have built a lead, but the ability to fight back and get in the game has been there all year long.
And you gave another one of your magical in-between period speeches?
Don't know if it was magical. It was pointed. It was to the point. It was, like I said, there was nobody in that room that liked the first period, and the way we managed the puck, the way we played was not really like a playoff team.
Thank you, Lindy.